More than 2 million pilgrims are in Mecca now undertaking the Hajj. This is an annual event where Muslims from around the world go to Islam's holiest site in Mecca and perform the rituals that were conducted by the Prophet Muhammad and his followers 14 centuries ago, and obviously retrace the steps of the prophets of Islam. And it's a religious obligation for Muslims. Every Muslim who is physically fit and financially able is expected to take the pilgrimage at least once in their lifetime. Now, it's also a huge challenge for Saudi authorities. They've got a lot to do to make sure that the event passes smoothly. They've got some 42,000 cameras installed at various locations to oversee proceedings. Around 10,000 security forces will be on the ground making sure things go smoothly. But also this year, very importantly, thousands more health officials will be available. And that's because, in particular, there's been an outbreak of MERS, this respiratory illness that has killed around 58 people worldwide, the vast majority of whom have been in Saudi Arabia. About 49 people have died because of MERS. So that's a massive challenge and also a concern to some people. Now, Saudi officials over the last couple of days have tried to ease any concerns and anxiety amongst people traveling to Hajj. They've said that they've taken all the precautionary measures. There are people on standby, clinics and ambulances, and as I said, health workers who are there to help. Very controversial issue too has been these reports in the Middle Eastern press, but also press around the world, about the involvement of G4S, that security group, of course, we know from the Olympics in London, but also apparently G4S involved in some of the security work that's going on in Hajj, and also linked as well, some activists in the Middle East linking them to security and supervision in Israeli prisons with Palestinians. So that's just a few of the issues that have been raised, and some people have obviously spoken out against this.
Their concern is really that G4S is also involved in Israel. They accuse G4S of profiting from Israeli occupation of Palestinian land. Now, G4S does have operations in Israel. It also has operations in Saudi Arabia. And they say that those two businesses are completely separate and that one has nothing to do with the other.
But still, this is obviously, for those who are undertaking the Hajj, an incredible experience. And even for the hundreds of millions of Muslims around the world who aren't able to attend Hajj, it's still a very important time of the year. Right now, there are some very difficult situations across the Middle East, not just in Syria and Egypt, but around the region. And Tuesday will mark Eid. That's the celebration that marks the end of Hajj. And at least it provides Muslims, Arabs, with an opportunity to reflect and to celebrate at a time of such instability.